Hi everybody, it's Sandy again from Ryerson Rescue Ranch. I am with you today with the goldfish, two of my Ryukins, Phoenix and Aries, and this is Sydney. Sydney is a pearl scale fancy goldfish. She kind of looks like she swallowed a golf ball. Those are the type of scales she has on the outside. I believe they're caused from calcium carbonate. That's what I read. Not quite sure, but anyway, she is adorable. So she's a teeny baby. She's in here with Phoenix and Aries. There's Aries. They took to her right away, never even bothered her. I think they kind of felt sorry for her, but she looks like a little wind-up toy when she gets moving. But yeah, she is absolutely adorable. Same kind of personality that the Ryukins have. Very friendly, always hungry. With these guys, because the way their body shaped is, you really have to be careful not to overfeed them because it'll actually compress their organs. So they get the flakes in the morning. However, I wet them first. I don't want them up at the top gulping air. They could end up with bloat. But so I wet their flakes. They also get, these guys get fed 3 times a day. So they'll get blanched spinach, which they love. Sydney hasn't quite figured out the knack of eating that, but these two absolutely love it. They get frozen bloodworms, frozen brine shrimp, and then I also make, for dinner, they get the Rapashi gel food. I do like that gel food. I think it really helps with their coloration. And they seem to go crazy for it. Look at her, seriously. Isn't she the sweetest thing? So yeah, so since we had moved these guys into this bigger bow front tank, I could actually go with one more. So this is 38, 39 gallon. I go with the rule of thumb for my goldfish. It's 20 gallons for the first, and then 10 gallons for every additional fish. So I wouldn't put another one in here, although I am very tempted just because I think that she needs a friend, but I'm not going to do that. Goldfish, especially fancy goldfish, do actually like to be with other goldfish, which was funny because we had Phoenix first just for a couple days, and then we added Aries, and she was pretty dominating over Aries. I don't, she never hurt him, but I was really afraid when I put Sydney in there, so I was all ready to go with the net to scoop her back out, but never even mess with her. I honestly think they just felt sorry for the little thing, or maybe they thought it was a decoration. Look at, seriously. Is that not the cutest stinking thing you've ever seen? Hi, Sydney. Yep, that's the little pearl scale. She'll get to be about 6 to 8 inches, I believe. These two, they're really not going to get much bigger. They may get whiter, but they're pretty much full grown. They're just at about a year. So she's got some catching up to do, but look at that. So silly. So that is the new addition, little Sydney, the pearl scale goldfish. Again, all of these guys, I don't really know if they're males or females. I'm not exactly sure. So I kind of try to give them unisex names. As you can see, Phoenix and Aries are getting a lot bigger. And their color, I really like the flake food that I'm giving. It really helps with the brightness and the colors. And that's goldfin. Goldfin flake food is what I use. And I've also been told, that the gel food helps with that as well. So I just love their colors. I think they're beautiful. I might be a little partial. But that's what's going on there. And of course there is Ebony. So this is really interesting. So Ebony has been laying eggs at least 2 to 3 times a week up in the top of the tank. We do not want snail eggs because we're still trying to filter out the snail eggs from the one little live plant that we brought in. So that'll just be going on for the rest of our days. I'm convinced of it. But so that is what's going on in this tank. This is a pretty nice tank. I've been pretty happy with it. I want to show you guys something too. So a lot of you guys have been asking me, you think it's food, how the water gets so clear. Well, this stuff right here is like liquid gold. I got it at Petco. It's like $5. Chewy has it. I think Amazon has it, but the price is pretty much the same. A couple of drops of this stuff in these tanks, and even, I mean, the goldfish tank, super clear. Look at that water. Absolutely spotless. And even on these tanks, I mean, they're crystal clear. I do use canister filters, as you well know, on all of my tanks. But even with that, though, the canister filters did a great job, but especially this tank. I mean, goldfish, they are messy. They're scavengers. They're constantly stirring everything up on the bottom, like Aries is doing. So I had just accepted that this tank was just not going to be as clear as the others because they were goldfish. That's what I was told. Found this stuff, read the instructions. I think it was like 20 drops for this size tank. Within the hour, crystal clear. The fish are not bothered by it. It's not harmful in any way to the fish, clearly. Pun intended. But yeah, this stuff, you need to get it if you want crystal clear water. It's hard to find, so I actually buy the biggest bottle, and I get a couple of them because that's a pet peeve of mine. I want to be able to see my fish. I want my fish to be able to see me. I want clean water. That's why I use the canister filters, part of the reason. But so look at these guys. So yeah, so invest the $4.99 in a little tiny bottle of this stuff. Put a couple drops in. I do it after I do my water exchanges. These guys get water exchanges every week. I do 50% in this tank. The other tanks, not so much. I mean, maybe every other week I'll do a 25% water exchange, but I do test the water, and we'll get into that in another video. If you do not test your water, I strongly suggest that you do, because even though it looks clear and the fish are acting healthy, you never know. So get yourself a little test kit. I got mine, I think it was $15-20, again on Amazon. It's an API test kit. And I love it. It'll let me check all the parameters: nitrates, nitrites, ammonia, pH, high pH. Yeah, Sydney. It's a great test kit, and I really think it's an important part of fish keeping. So they do have test strips. I've used them. I didn't really like them for accuracy. I do have 5 fish tanks, so I want to make sure that everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. There are ways to adjust if parameters are off. You can do what I do. I just YouTube it. There's tons of information out there. But definitely pick yourself up an API test kit. And then this little, where is it? This little gem right here. This is fantastic for getting crystal clear tanks. So there you go. That's about all I have for today. I just really wanted to introduce you to adorable little Sydney, the pearl scale fancy goldfish. There she is, showing off, doing a 360 there. That was perfect, Sid. So I hope you guys are all having a great day. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then there's a little bell next to the subscribe button. If you click on that, then you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Typically it's once a week. Every Tuesday I try to get them up. I can't always promise that, but I do try to get them up on Tuesday for you because there's always something going on at the Ryerson Rescue Ranch. So you don't want to miss out on any of that. So thank you again for watching and subscribing. And one last shot of Sydney. And we'll see you the next time.